Episode 319, Perplexity Model Council.
The primitive forms of artificial intelligence we already have proved very useful.
AI is a golden opportunity.
How do we ensure that this technology is regulated?
The long arc of technological history is now in an extraordinary new phase.
The AI6 podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
3 AI brains, 1 answer. This is the new feature launched by Perplexity. It's called Model Council. Hello and welcome back to AI6. I'm Joanne Sweeney on a mission to upskill 500,000 people in AI in just 6 minutes a day. So what is Model Council and how does it work? Perplexity launched the feature where it runs your questions through 3 AI models at the same time. It compares their answers and shows you where they agree and where they disagree. And it turns multimodal reasoning into a single workflow, but it's only available to paying subscribers. So the problem that Model Council is trying to solve is when you ask the same complex questions to ChatGPT, to Claude, Gemini, Copilot, you will often get confident answers, but they won't match. Model Council automates the comparison. You select 3 AI models inside Perplexity. So, for example, Claude's Opus 4.6, GPT 5.2, and Gemini 3 Pro, depending on what Perplexity supports at any given time. You type your question once, each model generates its own independent response. Then a 4th model, which Perplexity describes as a synthesizer or chair of the council, reviews all 3 outputs and produces a single synthesized answer. That answer highlights where the models converge, where they diverge, and what each one uniquely contributes. You can also view each model's full response separately if you want to dig deeper, often in a side-by-side comparison view. And I put a screenshot of this in the blog post associated with the podcast over at digitaltraining.ie. They also have a thinking toggle, and it lets each model use extended reasoning before answering. This is useful for complex research questions where you want more depth. Perplexity's own data and messaging support the logic behind this. They note that the model performance varies significantly across different tasks, and that the model that is strongest for coding may be suboptimal for research or creative work, because we know that the models have strengths in different areas. Model Council is their product response to that reality. So is it worth the money? Because you're going to have to be spending €200 a month on your Perplexity subscription to access it. Maybe if you're doing research or writing policy or, dare I say it, making business decisions or preparing briefings, maybe you'll want to test it to see the value that it brings, but it's really important that you do test it. And of course, like any AI model, we cannot trust it inherently to be 100% accurate. You will need to cross-reference. So that poses the question, if I have to double check what Model Council is giving me, shouldn't I just then use the models individually? And actually, this is one task that I get my students to do on my courses. We open up all of the models, we ask it the same question, and then we discuss the accuracy, the depth, the reasoning, and the output that it gives us. I mean, I think it's a very smart move by Perplexity. It is a unique feature in the AI business model game, but it all goes back to trust. Because remember, Model Council is curating answers from each individual model, which we know can hallucinate, and they have that disclaimer below their chatbot box. And so you'll really want to cross-reference the sources that they are citing. Well, Perplexity CEO Aravind Sarvinas has indicated that they would like to bring Model Council to pro users with rate limits over time. So if you're paying for €20 Perplexity Pro, they may give you Model Council, but you will have limited use. If you don't want to pay for Model Council, then you can do it manually like I'm doing with my students. You can ask the model the same question and compare notes on the results. So, Model Council from Perplexity. Will you use it? That's it for today's show. If you're ready to turn these insights into skills, here's how I can help. Get your copy of my book, AI Playbook, on Amazon. It's the perfect companion to the show. For weekly AI strategy, subscribe to my newsletter, Human in the Loop, on LinkedIn. Or if you want to take the next big step, you can take our CPD accredited professional diploma in AI. Maybe you need something more tailored for your organisation. You can book a call in my calendar at digitaltraining.ie, or if you work in government or public sector, go over to publicsectormarketingpros.com. If you found this episode useful, please share it with a pro that you know, and I'd love to read your comments on Spotify. And if you can, take a second to like, rate, or subscribe wherever you listen. It really helps the show. This is AI6. I'll talk to you on the next episode.